Alright, hold on. Just give me a sec after this game.
Yeah.
Why can I never get loot like this in game, bro? Come on, man.
Right?
They would have both been dead. Hope you guys are not partners. These agent was goated though.
Yo, God, I plugged in my face cam.
Oh.
Oh, we're going salty again?
Let's go to thing. Actually, no, let's do it.
I gotta start changing houses, bro. There's about 5 people behind me.
Yeah, I got like 2 people.
This one. Everybody mob on this house. Mob on this house.
Alright.
Mob on the house. Mob on the house. Mob on the house.
Where you at, boy?
Come, brother. Where you going?
Oh, he got the gun!
Oh, he doesn't. He ain't got shit.
Not no more.
Let's go. That's how we do it, baby. Mob on the house. Mob on the house. Mob on the house.
One guy in.
I got somebody on me.
I have no gun.
Damn, I got somebody on me. He's in the house right here. He's in the house right here. He's right. Dang, let's go.
I have no ammo.
His boys are gonna come now.
Yeah,
He's here. Wait for him. He's gonna come up right now. 1,000.
I have 0 ammo.
I got him, bro. He got ammo for us.
I need mini ammo. Small ammo. I'm lagging. He's on me.
What? Just one hit. Let's go. I was gonna say, bro, if that kid didn't die.
Bro, come on, man.
Really?
We ain't rookies.
How's Jay doing? I think Jay just left us.
I think Jay's over there murdering people.
I know. He's not even in Salty. He was at the bridge.
He's not.
Alright, doesn't matter. We just need to...
My nephew, bro, he had the other stick, bro. He was basically saying that.
That's
I
all
need
good.
small ammo, bro. That's retarded.
I don't have any small ammo.
I have 25.
No, but I died, so.
Stay in this building.
Y'all need to reboot me.
I'm gonna stay in here, man.
There's somebody right here. They stay in this building. Let them go to the res van. We want to kill them at the res van.
They're going for the reboot. Oh, I see him right
Over
outside.
there.
Oh, I wish I had an AR.
Oh, they don't got no shield, bro. I'm being ignored.
30 down. Let me on you. Mark.
Whoa, bro. What the heck?
You guys have Monte.
Easy, guys. He's gonna get the finish.
Yeah. One guy's
put me
finishing.
down. He's running away with me.
He's gonna rape him.
He's gonna rape him on the barn.
He threw me into
He
the crowd
literally
of the
brought
fight,
you
bro.
in the fight.
Damn! I don't have enough health to kill him.
And then he gets
Nice, Bob. Pick up.
good stuff. Let's
This is
get it.
great stuff, baby. Jay, I need some light ammo, bro. Jay, I need some light ammo, brother. And they're gonna go res right now.
Hey, look, I just knocked the person over there, bro. Let's go pick him up. Let's go, bro. Rush this over here.
Jay, what happened to your mic, bro?
It's like 4 guys over there. 4 or 5. Oh, he's late.
Let's go, Jay.
He's popping off.
See if you could get things reboot.
Oh, I am getting a reboot right now.
Careful, cause there's probably more people.
Yeah, he had a teammate right there.
Let's go.
Nice. Let's go. Goated. 4 kills, 2. Let's get it. Nice. Only got
Let's
1.
go, man.
Yo, we have a fantastic team right now. That's why we able to do all
we're
this.
going crazy.
It's a crazy team.
Yo,
I
need
feel
some.
like I'm playing like Tfue right now.
I was playing pretty goated before I know.
Nah, but we are playing in PC lobbies because of me though, so you could be playing anybody.
Right.
So we are playing the
We
best.
could be versing Tfue at the end.
Never know.
Nah, he's not streaming right now. We good.
Because he is party leader. God is party leader.
Oh, we
So we're
could
versing
actually
kids
fight
on
people.
his server.
You could actually fight people. It's a chance. Bro, how do I have 1 HP coming out?
Whoa.
I was gonna say.
Yo, there's guns here, guys. Yo, I need some light ammo. If anybody has, please give your boy some light ammo.
I need shotty ammo, bro.
Light ammo
Yeah,
for the
okay.
P90.
I have 36 light ammo.
Are you asking me for ammo?
I got some, bro.
We need to go somewhere different, find more loot.
Yeah,
Going to Pleasant. Let's kill the Pleasant team. They're usually good.
Yeah.
we can. Yeah,
So we're going
Rush
for.
Pleasant.
Ah! But match. You heard me, CJ?
Yo, I just got a purple pump.
Alright.
Let's go.
Jay, did you loot this whole bridge?
Yeah.
That's how we landed. His cuz did.
Purple pump.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going this way because I don't have mats. Sorry, boys. I'm gonna have to go around.
Yeah, I don't have much match.
I'm not building for y'all. I'm going around. Yeah, I'm gonna break some trees right here.
How about I actually wait? That is yeah,
Everybody, let's move together as a team. Who's pink? Monte, you're a little away from us, bro. Just letting you know.
I'm coming.
Okay, just letting you know, bro.
Alright.
We're trying to get that dub this game.
God, come this way, God.
Coming. No, you can call me Ratul, bro.
Pleasant's right here.
This probably haven't been looted, bro.
Probably not.
Yeah, it has.
Yo, my
There's
loot
so
box-
much building and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Pleasant?
People been going crazy.
Yeah.
And there's people
Yeah,
here.
best
there's
team.
people in the middle.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm,
people here.
I'm a little behind. Wait for me. Wait for me.
I have no bullets.
Yeah, the guys.
I'm like, oh my god. This is gonna be so
You guys want to go somewhere else? Don't go there. Don't go in there. If, like we don't have ammos.
Alright, I have 30 ammo.
Yeah,
30,
let's go somewhere else. Not a big deal. You can fight them later.
He already had, looks like he has a laser on him. He does. He's dead. He's
Y'all check, bro.
yeah.
Just lean
You got him.
tomorrow.
You got him, bro.
Oh, there's somebody else in front of Jay. In front of Jay.
Nice. I'm coming. I see him. One up top, two up there. Now I got him.
Yup. I'm getting on top with Jay.
He's lasered.
Yep, lasered him.
I'm rushing him, believe in me, guys.
I got 13 ammo, brother. Now I got waiting for me to this side. Where you going, kid?
Where the fuck you just go? Oh, you killed him? Dang it.
So I need help. I need help right here.
Hold up. There's another guy on me. 2 guys on me.
I see.
I got sniped at.
He's fucking upset.
I have no match, bro. I can't deal with this guy.
I got
They're
you.
gonna have to come down.
Oh, don't knock me down.
Yo, I'm gonna break it all down.
Yeah, we have to kill him, bro. It's 4-on-1. It's 4-on-1.
Come down. Night. Jay, come down.
Break everything down. It doesn't matter. We don't have to wait for Jay. Break it down.
Yo, break it.
Break it.
I was already halfway down, so he's saying go. Watch
He's
out,
sniping
people.
at us. Somebody's sniping at us, bro. Oh, it's from over here. Southeast.
falling. They're gonna die. No damage.
I'm on him.
Got him. Let's go.
Yo, I need a med kit. Yo, this third party coming.
Yo,
I
got
got,
right here.
yeah, I got a med kit. I got a med kit.
There's a
Thanks,
purple pack if anyone wants that.
Oh yeah. I want-
Guys. Fuck.
Whoa, behind us.
Yep. Make some boxes around me, just for now, while I heal up.
Where they at?
I literally have one. They'll reveal.
There's one guy, bro.
Oh, I'm ready to push him. Let's go.
It's two. Yeah, it's two of them. They're on the back hill up there. One's by the gas station.
Bro, I'm gonna snipe that nigga, bro. Stop
Laser someone
building.
by the gas
Bro, stop. Bro, whoever munch it, please stop building. Watch out.
Nah, I gotta do it to save myself, bro. You
Bro, I'm
really
finna full sniper nigga. Long time. Step through the wall after wall.
There's one back there.
Bro.
There's a gold purple pump right here if anyone wants.
Oh yeah, beamed him up.
He's right here.
He weak.
Got him.
That is my pump, bro. And my
Oh, that's your pump?
That's me, bro.
That's me, bro.
That's me, bro.
You gotta be alive. All right, I got you.
Bro.
Got you.
You gonna take my? You gonna do me like that?
Here, I dropped the
Oh
guns.
my
Yeah.
Here, bro. Here you go.
Oh, baby.
I dropped the guns for you. Look, I'm an honest man, bro.
I dropped minis.
Anybody got small
Nigga,
bullets?
I don't have no
I'll take the
Can
sniper.
somebody build? We're kind of like exposed. Alright, good. Anybody have any thing?
Can I get some material? That's all I ask.
Oh, guys, I gotta get my Chinese food. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
I really have no
Oh,
material.
watch out! Who just took the brick?
That's all I got. You guys need to split that, bro.
I need that brick gun.
Bro, we're popping off. What do you mean?
I got 5.
These kids
I
trash.
got 5 too.
Let's go. I'm bringing the snowball with me.
How you get that? What is that?
You break the snowman.
What happened to the dude?
Oh, God went to go get fucking his food. He needs to hurry up.
Facts. You gotta go.
Hey, TTV.
Come to like here. He needs to hurry up.
Seriously.
Fucking God.
I'm coming.
Hurry up.
Yo,
Hurry
come on,
up.
bro, hurry up.
You got 20 seconds, bruh.
Bro, I'm on it. We got mad time. Oh, don't push anybody yet.
No, I'm just trying to
Oh, there's guys up there.
It would be good. To, like,
Mark.
Oh, right here.
You're over there.
Yo, there's guys over
right
here.
We don't want to get pinched. Oh, I see them. We gotta push those. We gotta push southwest. Everybody southwest. Nobody shoots at my teammates.
What?
No! Build.
Whoa. Bro, he's goated, bro. He just quick scoped me, bro. He's goated. There's no way. Whoa. As soon as I look up, he's beam. Oh my
I'm trying
god.
to snipe so you can snipe him. That was like supposed to be like a little plan, I guess.
I got minis, but I have no health.
Oh, yeah, lucky bitch. Oh, he did it again.
Bro, they're actually trying to.
Oh, they're getting pinned from the back.
We're also getting pushed from the back.
Yo, come over here. We gotta reposition. Come on. Keep moving inside.
Whoa, daddy, just still hitting me.
Hey, I'm finna pop one of them. Oh, what the fuck?
Now these kids are. Oh, they're shooting those things at us. I swear if that hits me, I'm just
It's not gonna hit you, bro. It's not gonna hit
Bro.
you. I don't know. My shit popped again.
Wow. We out of the storm.
I can't even get out of the storm. Look at that. Always the bum.
Why are they all focused on me, bro?
On me, one tap. Me, one tap. Me, one tap.
Get out of here.
Pick me up, pick me up. I got medkit and minis, don't worry.
You got 2 medkits? Because I kind of need
They have everything here. They have everything here, bro. You don't worry.
Everything though.
They have everything here.
Go check that guy's loot.
I had everything except for no heals. Oh, is that a medkit? Oh, that's a medkit. Let's go.
Yeah, I have no heals either.
Let's go.
Yo, where's Jay's card? Where's Jay's card? Do we have Jay's card?
Right here, right here.
It don't
I'll
even
get it, I'll
matter.
get it, I'll get it.
Okay, get Jay's card. Get Jay's card. Do you have a place to get him? No, not really.
Not really.
Yo, I swear if there are people here.
Yo, here's a mini. Here's a mini. Here's a mini.
Yeah, swing that, brother. I need that.
Yeah. Well, I can't do it right now.
I'm coming towards you guys.
Yeah, I'm one shot, bro. So we
Yeah.
can't. We gotta play a little pussy, to be honest.
Oh, they right there.
Oh, can we fish? Can we fish? Can we
They
fish?
right there. They right there. They right there. They right there. Look, 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 look.
Oh, I
They
see
up
them, I
that
see them, I
mountain.
see
No,
them.
they building.
It's just
They're
them.
right there.
It's a 3v3, bro.
Yeah. 3v3, let's go.
I just want them to peek. They don't even know we're here yet. Damn, damn, damn. They're healing. They're healing. We have to get one down. We have to get one down. Oh, they're not in the same team.
Somebody else.
Yeah. All right, all right. Then wait. Wait for them to fight. Wait for them to finish fighting.
Yeah, they're fighting. They're fighting right here.
Let them fight. Let them fight. Let them fight.
Oh, it's a 3v2v2. Wait, we v1?
No, 3v1. We gotta push this team.
Yo, where, dude? Where am I getting shot from, bro? Come on now. Oh wow, that kid. Come on, man. Oh, kid. I didn't even see this dude, bro.
2v3.
Yeah, we're good.
You guys got this, bro.
We definitely got this.
They're shooting. Or is that you shooting? God, is that you shooting?
Hmm?
Dang, he has no heals. Oh.
Yeah, stay where you are. Stay where you are.
Pick that shit again, pussy.
Strike his head off, bro.
There's a kid on me right here. One right here.
Be patient, bro. Got someone under me.
Oh, laser him. Oh. Oh,
On
yeah.
the shield. Nice, let's go.
One more guy.
2 more, bro.
Oh, there are 2 more. Okay, okay.
Oh damn! I just lost health.
Oh, yeah. Shit, I thought you. Hey, make sure that dude ain't got no loot. That dude you just killed right there. See if he got some heals for you do. Oh, that's too late. Oh, fucking shit. Oh, shoot him down.
Pussy.
You fell. You didn't
Nice
hard.
try, bitch. We taking the high ground all game.
No, you're not. You're running out of max, bro.
Facts.
Hey, it was well used. The mats were well used, bro.
Yeah,
But
you
yeah.
gotta swipe old dude loot.
Yeah, go grab that loot, bro. You need that.
Oh, he peeked on me. Damn, I should have done that. Fuck! I fucked up, bro. I should have dropped down.
Oh.
That was a GG's, bros. GG's, boys.
Jeez.
That was exciting.
Hold up again.
One more. I gotta go do some coding.
This game was fun.
Facts.
Fuck!
That was mad action.
Come on, before I start another game.
Damn, I shouldn't have killed that guy. I should have let him help us. It would have been a 3v2 if we let him help us.
That was so close, bro.
So good. Get it?
I thought I'd be able to at least one pump one of them.
Actually, let's
They
lay
had all
out.
the fucking heals.
Let's try to
They
land
had all
right
the
here.
heals.
Actually, no, I have a better spot for us. Land here and here, guys. Okay, 2 spots,
Hey,
and
give
then
me
we're
a
going
second,
down to
give me a
Pleasant.
second, give me a second.
Yo, I'm gonna land at this house right here.
Okay.
There's so many houses here.
Yeah, somebody land over here, and I'll land here, and then we'll go down.
I'll land here.
Then we'll hit Pleasant.
Or should I land Lighthouse?
Lighthouse is not a bad idea. Yeah, let them land there, and you land Lighthouse. But be quick, guys. Don't take too long.
I hope y'all jump.
None of them jump.
I ain't doing that shit.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna die.
Why?
Hi, dude. You guys are all the way across the map.
From where we are. You didn't dive yet, right? Float. We didn't even land on something like fight zone. We landed set aside just to get at stuff.
Yeah, I'm the same thing with you, bro. We can land together and meet up with them.
Got.
Yeah, you guys can't do that.
Yeah.
Meet up with us after.
Shit, where you at?
I'm landing weeping. I don't want AFK and stuff like that. Oh snap, bro! I just took 4 damage from that.
Alright. Sniper, let's go, bro. Speed up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't land in the tree, please.
I'm just gonna loot this one house that's here and then make my way to you.
There's a mini right here for you.
Yo, can we push Pleasant? Up, that's what I thought we were gonna do.
Yeah, we can.
But like, they can't push Pleasant. They have to pass Salty first.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to pick a location that works for everybody.
Should I take minis?
Always take minis. When in doubt, take
'Cause
minis.
I have 4 big pots on me.
Oh, I see. Take the big pot and then take the minis.
Alright.
No, and then take the minis with you.
Take 2 minis and I'm gonna drink a big pot and I'm gonna take the big pots. Cause I have a
Wow.
gold P90.
I got a star.
Oh. Dang, where y'all at?
I got a holiday gift.
I got a gold P90. I got a scar.
Yeah, I got a gold press car.
Bro, stop, bro. That's bull, bro.
You guys chose to land over there. Why didn't you land with us?
I was AFK, bro. It's not even my
Why didn't you float around and come to us? You could have floated
I
around.
had to help my dad with something, bro.
Alright, that's fair, that's fair.
Yeah. If
So how old are you guys?
with something, that's fine.
Yeah.
I just turned 18.
Okay, you guys are young. Yo, there's a team over here. Should I snipe at them or should I just run past them?
Nah, just leave them.
I'm 16, finna be.
Aww, I see them.
I know you want them kills, but like.
Alright, we're gonna wait. Okay, we're gonna go south.
Alone, remember that.
Come with me. Alright.
Yeah, I'm running towards you now.
Yo, I didn't know you could search those little ice machines now. That's dope.
Yeah, they have like they have nice guns too in there.
Yeah, that's dope. I'm actually picked up. No, I'm not doing that.
I think everybody's gonna meet up around here. So you guys,
Yeah.
you guys should take this path to Salty and then come. Go to Salty and then get in the circle.
Or we could meet them at Salty.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, everybody meet at Salty. Yeah, I think we should all meet at Salty.
We should probably be going now.
Yeah, you guys should all move. Let's go.
What the? Oh,
God,
y'all
I'm,
was
like,
just telling
right
me about
behind
this,
you.
bro.
Okay, I see you. Yeah, watch out for the team in Pleasant. Don't go run through too close to Pleasant. They're gonna see you.
Yeah.
I got a harpoon gun.
That's valid, bro. That's a nice gun. That's a great thing after
Harpoons
the.
are actually.
Yeah, it's like a spray if you think about
I
it.
don't use it to awesome.
If you know how to use it properly, then it's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit someone in the head with it. They're gonna be so mad.
I'm gonna be grabbing Max.
Yeah, I'm almost at Sloppy.
Oh, we're not there yet.
I won't go into Sloppy then. I'll just.
Oh, I got another gift.
Yeah.
What do you get this time?
Gold sniper.
Oh my god, I hate the game.
That's the funniest thing.
Come this way, God.
Oh, my bad. Where are we going? Yeah, I'm with you.
Alright, we're in a boat.
Yeah, get off the fucking boat, man. That shit dangerous.
Coming in hot. Yeah, I'm actually gonna have fun. That is kind of loud. I think I do see people here too.
Let's go. That's why I wanted us to come here and then go into the storm.
Yep, there are people here.
Okay, don't shoot yet.
Find somebody.
Get off the fucking boat.
Ooh, I want to laser this kid. I know I could.
If you believe it, shoot it, bro. Don't even
If
hesitate.
you could believe that you could
I
knock
believe
him,
it. I believe it. I knocked him.
Yep, see?
Oh, you a faggot. I beamed him up bro, the whole time.
It's alright. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Shit.
just remember he does have teammates there.
Yeah, he probably does. I'm gonna watch out for him too.
I just got sniped at.
I'm gonna run towards teammates.
Oh, come here!
From where? Where you gonna snipe that from?
Dome shot.
From where, bro?
Oh, I hit him from deep, bro.
I'm getting out of here.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
there.
Bro.
he don't got no teammate, bro. It was only 2 of them left.
Yo, come over here. Come over here. Our boy's getting sniped at.
I just got sniped at from somewhere.
Yeah, he's getting sniped at.
Still getting
He's
sniped
right here.
at. I see this motherfucker.
Whoa, okay, he tagged me.
I'm smooth from sniping. Oh, they peeking now. They peeking.
He got a partner. He got a star. So he's tagging me. He knows not this. 22.
Shit, bro, I can't touch the toes. I'm from toes.
Oh, it's 3 of them. Laser 1. Oh, snap. This dude, he's on a boat.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a boat.
Oh, now I'm about to smack you for trying to pull up on me on a boat. Get out of here, kid. That's your kill, bro. You
Where's
got
that guy right here? Where's that guy right here? 37, 37. He's coming. He's pushing into the storm.
Oh, I got him. Okay, get out of here.
Oh, yeah, I suck. Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
I hate fighting in the storm, bro. It's so annoying. Get out. Oh!
Hey, you take
So
the car.
Got no scope. I got medkit. I'm good.
Put the car. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Well,
There's
I
another
have
med kit
that.
on me.
Let's have this next one.
Yeah, we're in a boat.
Whoa!
How many med kits do you have?
I got one.
2. I got bandages though.
Alright, on the boat. On the boat. Oh, there's guys over there. South.
Guys, please build. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Get out the boat! I almost just got sniped, bro, because she was just sitting there. Oh, snap, I didn't see that kid.
I had a few minutes, bro. I had to get my shields back.
Whoa.
Bro, what the fuck? Drop down.
I sniped you all the way back there. Oh my god, bro, he's a
god.
mad aim, dog. What the heck? I don't know if he's a nice hitter.
He's still trying to hit me, man.
I think that's mad aim. I'm not messing with him.
Yo, Monte, if you could come back to where I am, probably res me. Oh god, there's a whole other kid,
Yeah, go get him. Go get him. Yeah, he doesn't know I'm here.
Right there, right there, right there.
Come on, bro, what the heck? You gotta be kidding me.
Come on. Yo, he has 9 health. Bro, he has 9 fucking health.
He's
gonna
dying
die.
to storm.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
Yeah, he has 9 health. That's my
There's
fucking
no way
kill.
he's gonna pop it off.
Bro, I killed my guy. Fuck,
It
their
takes
whole
10
team is done.
seconds to pop a
Bro,
medkit.
that's some bull, bro.
Over. They're gonna die
I
together.
was almost done with the res, too. I almost got you.
I know, you almost got me.
Bro, he actually tried it. He's a bum. Yo, it's over, bum ass. You guys shouldn't have pushed.
There's no way he's making it to circle. Supposed to be dead.
Nah, they can't be bots. They killed us.
Yeah, we're waiting on God to ready up.
I'm ready up, bro.
Oh, you did?
Spawning match.
Okay. Man, these kids are so bad, man. Well, not this kid. He has crazy aim, actually. These kids sniped me twice.
Damn. Holy crap, it's already 2 o'clock?
Man.
Oh.
Yeah, I gotta go after this game probably. But I had a really good time playing with y'all.
Sad.
Okay, where are we going?
It's only 3 of us?
Is it?
Yeah.
Not even Jay.
Oh, yeah.
I think Jay left. Yeah,
Alright,
Jay
we're going
left.
here. Let's play over here.
At Lazy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
My spot right here.
Lake.
That corner is my spot right there.
I'll go like here, probably.
Oh, you go the other side? That's a nice house though. This house is valid. No, this house. It has 2 floors, one of these houses. It's like a big basement. But I like the spot because like I can come back to the action after I move up.
Yeah.
Let's land together. Let's land together. Everybody land together.
Yeah.
Let's land close. So it's only 3 of us.
There's a sniper on the top roof. I'll grab that quick. There's 2 snipers here.
I got a pistol in the chest.
I don't understand how that
I got a
comes
column.
out of a chest. Okay.
No, I didn't get the pistol from the chest. I just walked in and was like, I got that.
There's a guy in the building across.
Okay. You mark him? What floor did you see him in?
No, I saw him at the back, but I know he ran in.
Oh, right here. So let's help Monte.
No, I'm
Yeah.
good, bro. I'm not fighting.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
There's somebody coming to you though. Pretty sure.
I'm trying to find some more loot. Cause I only have a pistol and a shotgun. Alright, I got it.
With me, boys. With me. With me.
Come here.
Right here, northwest. They're over here. They're over here. He's buzzing in there. I know.
Throwing nades.
Nice.
You forgot about me, didn't you?
Guy on me, guy on me.
There's 3 guys. 3 guys right here. Nice. Another guy in the house.
I got him.
Another guy right here on me.
Help me. Right here in the basement. Right here. He's shooting me. One more.
No.
What? How'd I die? What? Where are all these guys coming from?
This is the last one. Get the blue SMG if you need to. Whoa. Good shit. Blue SMG right there for you. Come on. Fuck that. He's gonna add it on you. Nice, Monte. Nice. Fuck! Watch out! He's gonna blow you up. Oh, nice. Let's go. Dance on this boy. Dance on him first. Hey.
There's a scar on the back right there, on the
You
floor.
guys can have it.
Hey, look at that nice man. I'll take it.
Okay, I'll take.
He said I'll take
I'll
it.
take it. I hope that what happened to me at Salty doesn't happen to you, bro.
Oh shit, bro, that shit.
That shit blew mine. He waited the whole time.
Bro, taking we're fucking 3v4 kids.
Let's go.
I'm first? What?
That's racist, bro. I knew it.
There's a chest right there.
So where's the scar at that he told me about?
Yeah.
It's back there where we killed those guys, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna look for it. Is that the first floor or outside?
Outside.
He said,
on the
yeah, I was
floor.
gonna say, he said he's seen it. I didn't pick it up. Mom!
You just know, I just gotta go, look.
Am I right?
Yeah, I got it. Good, bro.
It's the guy we killed back there. There's a lot of shotguns down here and shit.
Yeah.
Uh oh. Ante's silent.
Oh, his mom called him.
Oh shit. Ante yelling at him. Get out the fucking game.
Oh, I doubt.
I have a feeling all this water is gonna freeze.
Oh, that fire. I think you are right. And it's gonna be
It's all gonna
slippery.
be ice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool. Yeah, I told you that's why he's not moving right now. He's AFK.
His mom called him. I need sniper ammo, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't really have much. You have medium ammo? And rocket.
My bad, guys. I'm back.
Yeah, I got a bit of medium ammo.
Any medium ammo and
I
I
got.
got rockets, but I got
I think I have
36
rockets. I got 4 rockets.
There, I can drop you 18.
When I get to you, I'll drop you some. Yo, I'm so awesome with the blue pump, bro.
That's rockets.
For no cars, no.
I only have 9 shotgun bullets. It'll last, right?
I have
Yo, come here,
6.
come here, I got you.
Yeah, let's split them. I have
Yo.
how many?
I don't have any. Here's 8. I can drop you. I don't have a
Drop
lot.
them 8.
Actually, wait, I can drop you some more.
Right here.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold up, my bad. There you go. That's 12, it should be, I think. 12 or 10.
Yeah.
There's more than enough.
There's people down there. Hit one. 119. Wow, 19? That's all it does? Come on now. Whoa, what the? Almost just fell, bro.
What the fuck?
Almost just fell directly into
Oh, he got the beam, bro.
Where I got at? I'm pushing.
Popped him for 100.
Whoa! Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I am dead.
Yeah, he got with the snipe, bro. It was really clean.
I just
snipe.
got folded. Oh,
From behind.
Yo, I'm gonna get off, boys.
Damn.
Play
Alright.
another night.
GG's,
I
man.
get some rest.
You too,
I gotta
bro.
do some. Thank you, boys. It was really fun playing with y'all.
Jeez, bro.
You too, bro.
Have a good day.
Hit me up sometime when you want, man.
Yeah, man.
Real shit.
100.